Hey everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. I like to try the new DIOR Backstage Rosy Glow Blushes for you guys. When I first saw them, I wasn't planning on getting any of these, but when I saw that they added new shades and it had a pH balance to kind of go with your skin, I thought, why not? So I went ahead and got all 6 shades. Now I think about 10 years ago, DIOR did come out with these blushes, the Rosy Glow Blushes, but only in 2 shades, the pink and the coral. And even back then, I didn't pick those up. But this time, they reformulated the first 2 blushes and they added 4 more shades. So with the new added shades, some of those were really pretty. So yeah, I went ahead and got all 6. Even though one of them is going to be, I think, light. It's one of those when you see that it's very pretty, it looks pretty on other people, and then when you think about it, it's like, maybe not for me. And it's the first one that I'm going to show you, 001 Pink. I saw this one all over Instagram and I guess it's making a comeback. But this one I'm a little wary of, and maybe one more, the deepest one. But I wanted to see how that would work on my skin tone and to show you guys. Let me give you some more information about these blushes. The iconic Rosy Glow Blush has been reinvented in a new formula that blends seamlessly with the skin to flush the cheeks with an instant healthy glow. This powder blush reacts with the skin's pH and moisture level upon application, resulting in a long-lasting customized color. Skin remains fresh and radiant all day. Its ultra-fine, lightweight texture glides on and melts into the skin, naturally blending for results that can be built up to your liking and a weightless second skin feeling. These blushes cost $40 each and you get 4.5 grams of product in here, so it's kind of small. I was surprised at how small it is, but as the description entails, they reinvented the formula, and I believe the most important thing that they took out was talc. So they're trying to become a clean beauty brand, I guess a clean luxury beauty brand, and I believe those eyeshadow palettes are also reinventing those too, reformulating them, and also their foundations. I think the one that I know of so far is the Backstage Body and Face Foundation. So being the nice person that I am, I like to think that I am nice, I thought let me give these a try, because maybe it might work. I know I'm not going to try any of the eyeshadows or the foundations because that, I don't know, just it's not my thing. But blushes, I love blushes. So let's go in with the first one. Again, this is 001 Pink. This one may be light on me, this Barbie pink, but sometimes you think it might be okay on my skin tone. So again, here's the packaging and this is what the back looks like. It has that mirrored case there. And you know, I kind of like it. When you open it up, it's not see-through like I thought it would be. It's just an imprint of the blush that's in here. And then you can kind of see, I know with this shade it's gonna be kind of hard, but it does have DIOR embossed on there. Let me show you this one, Coral. I hope you can see the embossing in that one. But let's start with this one, 001 Pink, and I know it's gonna look kind of ashy on me, I know it, but when I saw this, I want to try this Barbie pink shade. So let me go ahead and swatch pink on my arm. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of light, and the camera does look more ashy on my arm, but as I'm looking in the mirror, it looks more pink. So I'm gonna put it on this side, and I'm kind of curious to see how this will react with my pH balance thing. We'll see. So I'll be using the Sonia G Face Pro brush, and I'll just kind of wipe it off on this microfiber towel between blushes. And let's go in with this Barbie Pink 001. Okay, now I don't have any bronzer or highlighter on. Just want to see how this blush will react, and yes, it does look ashy on me. And it does look kind of powdery. Yeah, kind of surprised at that. Let me just build it up some more so you can see. I mean, actually, when you build it up, it's pretty. It's not as ashy as I thought it would be. You do see more of the pink. Okay, that's not bad. What do you think? Yeah, it's kind of light though. It is kind of light, and it does look powdery. I am quite surprised with that. Maybe it's just the shade. Maybe it's just the shade. Okay, let me wipe it off. And let's go in with this one, 004 Coral. And this one and 001 were the first 2 original shades that came out, I believe, 10 years ago. And this one is pretty, very corally, very peachy. So let's go ahead and try this one. One more time. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of the coral shade. This is very subtle. Okay, so we have 001 pink and 004 coral. Okay, this one doesn't look as powdery as 001 pink. Yeah, this one just looks powdery on my skin. And I did not put powder over my foundation, just underneath my eyes. So this one doesn't look as powdery, but I just don't see much of it. It's very subtle on me. And you kind of have to keep building it up. Let me go one more time. So this makes 4 times. You can see it now a little bit. Finally got my hair colored, finally. Now, do I see a little bit of a shimmer here? Just a little. Not much with pink, but a little bit more with the coral. All right, so here is pink and coral again. We just add a little bit of foundation on the top, and then we will continue with more shades. I have to say that the pink one is more powdery because when I was putting the foundation on, it just looks like a big cakey mess. Not so much so with this side. Oh, you know what? I didn't swatch the coral on my arm. Let me do that real quick so we can see all the swatches together. Now let's go into 006 Berry. So this one is more like a deep plum. And let me swatch this one on my arm. All right, that one has a little bit more pigment there. Let's see how this one will look. Okay. Now this one's a prettier shade than the pink one. I like this one. This is very pretty. Kind of like a plummy mauve-y shade. I just needed one time with that. Didn't need to build that one up. Oh, I do like this one though. It is a pretty shade, but I'm still seeing a little bit of powderiness. Is that a word? But I don't know if it's because I put this on top of the pink shade, but in the next set of blushes, I'll just go ahead and take a makeup wipe and wipe it off and redo the foundation. Now this one I'm excited to try. This is 012 Rosewood. And that one's a pretty shade. I do like, you know, your rosewood shades, kind of a mauve-y. So let me swatch you here. Now I was going numerical order, should have gone by shade order, but that's okay. So let me use Rosewood. Okay, this one builds up really nice. I still like Berry a little bit more than this one. This one, I don't know, just not the right shade for my skin tone. What do you think? But I do like so far Berry out of the 4 that I've tried. Okay, we got 2 blushes left. Let me go ahead and just kind of wipe this off with a makeup wipe and then add more foundation and then go from there. And while the foundation kind of dries a little bit, let's go into this one, which is 015 Cherry. Now this one does look very fun, very bright. I've been hearing that this is perfect for summer. Kind of a pretty watermelon-y shade there. I think the foundation is good, so let's try this one, Cherry. Now this is a pretty shade. I don't know, it's just not applying very well. I mean, it could be because I used the makeup wipe and then put foundation on top of it, but I was even noticing it with the last 2 shades. It's just not blending in. Either that or my pH is not very good. Okay, let's just go, keep moving on. Let's try the last one. Now the last one is the deepest one, 020 Mahogany. Now this one's a brown. I mean, I do like brown blushes, but this is more like a bronzer or contour. I think more of a contour. Now these aren't the best swatches. I've heard they don't swatch very well, and I can see that. But let's try Mahogany. Okay, don't see much on the brush. Probably shouldn't have dipped it in again. Okay, let me start from the back. Okay, it's not as deep as I thought it would be. Now I do see a little bit of a sheen to it. I don't think it's a pretty shade on my skin tone. I thought it would be, but no. No, that looks like a bruise on my cheek there. All right, now that I look like a clown, let me tell you what I think of these blushes. Okay, I've tried a lot better blushes than these by Dior, and it's making me not try Dior products again for a while. Maybe their lipsticks, their lip glosses, love their lip maximizers, but their eyeshadows, foundation, blushes, bronzers, highlighters, powders, yeah, I'm gonna kind of stay away from those for a while because it just doesn't work. I'm looking in the viewfinder and wow. Maybe I shouldn't have put that much, but I wanted you to see it build up so you can see the shade. But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't blend in. You can see where the blush is right there. And it can be a little blotchy on my skin. I know a lot of people love Dior. A lot of people love Dior. It's not my thing. It's not my favorite brand to go to. It's not my go-to brand. And I thought it would be with these blushes, but I couldn't even say that the shades are that pretty. I think the best one for me was Berry, the third one I tried. The other shades, they're not very flattering on my skin tone, I should say that. And then the last two, Mahogany, you know, as I'm sitting here, this one is getting a little darker, so maybe it is reacting to my pH balance. Yeah, honestly, not my favorite blushes. There are other blushes that are just as beautiful, beautiful shades, beautiful on, around the same price, maybe more, maybe less, like Hourglass blushes, very pretty. Chanel blushes, and they're about the same price, maybe $5 more. NARS has beautiful blushes, especially when they come in that little quad palette. Charlotte Tilbury also has nice blushes, which I did pick up the Charlotte Tilbury, the new liquid blushes. I have it here. It's going to be in my haul video that I'll be doing soon. And I'll also be doing a video on these two, plus their new liquid lipsticks. So I'll probably put that in one video. I picked up this blush by House Labs, the Lavender Blonde blush. That one looks pretty. And I also picked up several of the RMS Beauty blushes. Now those look pretty. I haven't tried those yet, but even those are probably better by Dior. There are several other blushes that you can choose from, the ones that I mentioned before. But these, not my favorite. Not my favorite blushes. You're probably gonna say that I didn't apply it right. I applied it over foundation, over taking off foundation, putting foundation back on. But if a blush is supposed to be that good, shouldn't matter. That's my understanding. And the pink one is more powdery on me than the others, but I just don't like how they look on my skin. It just looks like, you know, a streak. It's not blending seamlessly into my skin. And I did pick these up at Sephora, and I will be returning these. I know that's kind of wasteful, but there's no reason for me to keep these blushes if I'm not going to use them. And if I return them, maybe they'll realize that reformulating these blushes wasn't a good idea, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be returning these blushes at Sephora. I'm not keeping these. Not even the one that's pretty, Berry, the third one. I'm just going to go ahead and return them all. But I did give these blushes a try and put it on camera so you could see how it works on me. And I know a lot of people do love these blushes, but on me and my skin tone and my pH balanced skin, it's not working. And again, here are the swatches of the 6 blushes. Well, alright you guys, sorry that these blushes didn't work out for me. I know it's pretty packaging, but on me it's not so pretty. Alright you guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this video and it was very helpful. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Now let me make a thumbnail with these blushes on. And I go outside and my husband's probably gonna say, what happened?